Today I'm going to show you how you install the OLIS SpectralWorks software and how you add an instrument parameter file uh, for run for the use with the software with one of our instruments. In the example here, I'm going to use a CD instrument, a CD parameter file, but the same process will apply to all the instruments from OLIS that are running OLIS SpectralWorks. So the first thing we do is we create a folder on our hard drive called OLIS install, and in there we copy the executable, the setup file, the parameter file, so the settings file. In our case, it's a DSM-20 CD file, and then we copy also the additional software and drivers, which includes the FTDI drivers that we need for communicating with our master control box, and also the quick USB drivers for A to D collection box. So the first thing we do is we click on the executable, and we'll acknowledge this message that asking to allow this app to make changes to the device, and we say yes. And I'm going to minimize this for a moment, and then we click next. And then on the license agreement, we'll go ahead and accept the license agreement, and we click next. Here we get the default folder, the default destination location, where GlobalWorks will be installed, and we'll leave that as is. The default folder is fine, and we click next. Oops. And then we'll get to the select components page, and in this case it's set up for GlobalWorks, but we actually want to do also SpectralWorks because we want to do the SpectralWorks complete install with drivers because it's a new install. And then it will check everything on here. So we'll go ahead and click next. And it's going to start off with doing the bitwise quick USB library, and it will direct us what is happening. So the first thing we'll do is we'll do the wizard for the quick USB, click next, and click next on this one, and we accept the license agreement, click next, and we install it. And then there's going to be a couple of different windows popping up, and we'll click next on that wizard as well, and it will finish. And then there will be one more finish button to click, and then the bitwise drivers have been installed. And then it will just now tell us that the quick USB drivers have been installed to our system and will be auto-installed for each quick USB device found. So if you have multiple devices, you do not have to reinstall the drivers each time you plug in a different device. And we'll click OK. And then it's going to install the FTDI drivers. And now they have also been installed, so we finish that. And in this case, I didn't have the NSVC B10 installation program installed, and it's not going to be required because in this instance. So I will click next, and then it will just give me the default shortcut, and then I will go ahead and install. And then I will keep this existing file. And then it's installing it, and it will run the ownership utility, and then SpectralWorks has been installed. So now I go to Open GlobalWorks, and as you can see, my data collection tab is still not here, and so it didn't actually install my parameter file. So what we'll have to do, we'll close out of here, we'll go to the Windows Explorer, and we go to the location where OLIS is installed, which is on the OLIS Inc., OLIS GlobalWorks. That's where the program files are installed, but that's actually not where I want to go. What we want to do, my bad, we want to go to the program data folder, oops, and we want to go to OLIS in here, and we want to go to OLIS SpectralWorks, and we want to go to the pair XML folder. And in this case, I already had data installed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy over, I'm going to rename this, and I will copy over my file from here, from the OLIS install, and go to my program data, OLIS Inc., and I will just copy it in here. And now I can go to my OLIS instrument manager, and I add my DSM-20 CD, and I click add and close. And now if I go back to GlobalWorks, I now have my instrument file right here. So now I can open it and start working with it.